Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this lovely 2013 Infiniti G37X all-wheel drive. If you're in the market for affordable luxury performance sedan with all-wheel drive traction, the G37 is an excellent choice. This one is a trade-in. Very nice condition inside and out. 79,847 miles, about right mileage for 2013. Most people average 10, 12, 15,000 miles a year. Very nice leather interior, power and heated front seats, 7-speed automatic transmission. You also have manual shift mode. You pull the shifter back, push it to the left, you can push up to upshift, back to downshift, and it will give you rev match downshift for a sportier sound and feel. Also has a backup camera, moonroof, Bose sound system, power adjustable steering wheel that tilts and telescopes. And notice the whole gauge cluster goes up and down with the steering wheel. It's a unique feature Infiniti only offered for a short time, and the reason why they have the whole tilt gauge cluster is the steering wheel never obstruct the gauges versus the steering wheel just tilting and the gauge cluster staying in one position. So that's a cool feature. I think it was just kind of too expensive to keep on manufacturing. They didn't think it was a huge selling point for the cost it added to do that to a vehicle, so that's why they ended up probably dropping it. You don't see it on the Q50, which replaced the G37. But actually the Q50 is still built on the same platform as the G37. So maybe if you were thinking about the newer Q50 and it was just a little bit out of your price range, the G37 is very similar. Really nice color combination in white on black. I really think the G37 is a great performance bargain. It's a luxury car. It's got Japanese build quality, made in Japan, excellent reliability and durability. But this is also a 328 horsepower all-wheel drive performance machine built on a rear-wheel drive platform. Pretty much the sportiest Infinitis we've seen over the last 15 years have been built on this advanced front midship platform. They also use this platform with a Nissan 350 and Nissan 370Z. The reason why they call it the advanced front midship platform is they take the engine and they place it as far back behind the front axle as possible, so the center of gravity is towards the middle of the vehicle. That helps improve the handling and feel through the corners. Some car magazines and reviews of the G37 has almost equated the handling to almost Porsche-like, and as a almost 17-year veteran of Infiniti, I own an Infiniti myself. I have a G35, which is an older version of the G37. My car is just so much fun to drive, handles amazingly. So I definitely believe it's near Porsche-like handling. I've driven some Porsches too. So if you appreciate a wonderful handling vehicle, the G37 is definitely something to look at. And this one also features intelligent all-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive is standard, but all-wheel drive is optional. So the all-wheel drive system will greatly improve your wet weather performance. Obviously the wet roads are quite often something we have to deal with here in the Pacific Northwest. So with all-wheel drive, this thing just grips and goes, and it's intelligent, so when all-wheel drive is not needed, it's 100% rear-wheel drive. The reason why they do that is it lowers your it reduces premature tire wear and improves gas mileage, because if the all-wheel drive system's constantly working all the time, it's going to chew through your tires faster and it's going to use more gas. So that's why they have that rear-wheel drive bias, but also gives it the feel of a rear-wheel drive sports car. But this G37 has a brain that's always monitoring driving conditions, so as soon as those rear wheels slip, in a matter of milliseconds, almost instantly, it can send up to 50% of the vehicle's power to the front wheels. So it's an amazing all-wheel drive system, and you'll do a lot better in the snow with all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive. The heart of the G37 is the award-winning VQ37 engine. These are just rock-solid engines. I've seen many of these engines go 200, 300,000 miles. I even have a video on our YouTube page of a version of one of these engines on a trade-in with 300,000 miles still running great. Don't just take my word for it. Do some research in the VQ series engine, VQ35, VQ37. You'll see wonderful accolades. This dual intake engine, as I mentioned before, makes 328 horsepower, so this is a very fast vehicle. Also very reliable, low maintenance. Thanks to timing change, your first major tune-up. Oh, thanks to timing change, you don't have to worry about the cost replacement of timing belts. Those timing changes, zero maintenance. and the design that lasts the service life of the engine, which incidentally is 300,000 miles. Also, thanks to platinum tip spark plugs, your first major tune-up will not be till 105,000 miles. These G37s are harder and harder to come by. Obviously, when it's coming to acquiring used vehicles, there's no used vehicle factory. So these are too old to be coming off lease. That's usually our best source of pre-owned Infinitis. So we have to rely on these coming in on trade. And people like these cars. If you see, this is all our service customers who have these things with hundreds of thousands of miles on, 200,000+ miles. They hold on to them, they like them. So there's not that many nice ones like this for sale. So if you're in the market for one, check this one out. I think you'll be very impressed, and thanks for watching this video.